So I'm presenting you to you, esteemed viewers on our Weekend Sports this afternoon. Former Super Eagles defender. He played in the Premier League. He played in the Championship, and I believe he's still as fit as ever. Sam Sodje. Sam, good afternoon. Hello, Sam.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
Good afternoon. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
All right, guess we have to work on the audio very well. People handling the audio should please make it more better. So Sam will be joining us. All right. Can you hear me now? Hello?
I can't hear you.
Okay. We'll work on that as the program progresses. We'll work on that and then we'll come back to continue the interview with Sam as the audio is being worked upon, but without wasting much of a time. Let's keep on the program. Let's keep talking on the program. There's a news that came up during the course of the week. Kano Pillars, they are complaining that their ITO Cup prize money for 2018 haven't been paid. 25 million naira. Damilola, what do you make of that?
Yeah.
Okay, I think Sam is online now. Hello, Sam. Hello. Hello, Sam. Okay. Damilola.
I could hear you before. I can't hear you now.
All right. Okay, we'll work on it. Don't worry. We'll work on it. We'll bring you on. We'll work on it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we're talking about ITO Cup.
Kano Pillars not receiving their prize money through 2018 until today. They've not gotten it. I could remember a couple of months ago, their media officer, Idris Malikawa, was saying they've not gotten the money. I could remember I spoke to him that day, and he confirmed they've not gotten the money. And from reliable source, we've gathered that ITO have paid NFF this money.
Yeah, of course. ITO came out to say that they have paid the money since 2018.
They've not given it to our Kano Pillars.
When are we going to get over this kind of problems? I mean...
But you know what baffles me? Kano Pillars have been saying this before the league went on break. But for some times they kept quiet, and now NFF came up with a CAF competition slot for them. Now all of a sudden, after they've gotten the CAF competition cup slots, now they've started again that they've not gotten the money. I think it's bad for our league.
And the chairman of the club is saying that they don't want to go into confrontation with NFF.
Yeah, it
is your right. Why don't you want to go into a confrontation if it is not that there is something between both of them?
You know, confrontation is the last hope when you want to settle dispute. I think they should have a roundtable discussion. Even NFF president Amaju Pini should come out and tell us what is happening. ITO claim they have paid you, so why not paying them? So it's a shame. It's bad for our league. That will downcast other participants from doing fine, because they will tell you even Kano Pillars that won the league in 2018 have not gotten their money. So why do you want us to kill ourselves because of a league that a cup that won't be compensated for it? So I think let's keep our fingers crossed. I think we should get to the bottom of this. It's very unfortunate since 2018 they've not gotten the prize money from ITO.
All right, we believe that all will be well at the end of the day, even inside the well. So Sam is still waiting behind. I think he should be able to hear us very, very well now. Sam, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, hopefully I can see you smiling now. The audio is very, very good now. How are you doing?
Not bad. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you saw yourself manning the defense for Super Eagles in that video, Nigeria versus France. How did you feel watching that clip?
It's funny because I've seen it before, but you know, it's always nice when you appreciate it more now that you're finished playing football. At the time, it was normal, but now you're finished. When you watch clips like that, it's nice to watch. But it was a pleasure to play for Nigeria.
You have left the state for your children now.
Exactly,
as another statesman. All right, okay, so how is the COVID-19 situation over there? I believe everything is getting fine out there in London.
Yeah, the COVID-19 hit us really hard in London, but we managed to, stay safe and do the right thing, precaution, and, spending time with the family as well. But yeah, we've come out strong. Hopefully, we're seeing the back of COVID-19.
All right, Sam, let's talk football, purely football now. If you were not a footballer, fine, you were born into a family of footballers. If Sodje, your other brothers were footballers as well. If you were not a footballer, which other sports would you have delved into?
If you say sport, probably I'll probably be a long jumper or something like that. But I was 100% footballer, so I didn't even think about other sports. But I was good in table tennis as well. So I'm from a home that sport is all we do. So I've got table tennis, I've got sprinting, I've got long jump. So if it's sports side, I would definitely be probably a long jumper or something.
Uh, long jump and table tennis. All right, that's a cool one there. All right, so since you retired from the game due to a nasty injury, what have you been up to? That's a question on the minds of most Nigerians. They are not seeing you, hearing from you, although most of us still do. So what have you been up to since your retirement?
I would say I'm one of the lucky players that retired knowing that I was going to retire. So when I signed for a Premier League club, I knew I had a very bad injury, and the doctor said to me, in times I'll probably not be able to play again. So I had the time to go back to school to further my education. So I'm lucky because I planned my life after sports before I got retired. So even though I knew that, I had a big check coming in for another 7 to 8 years before I retired. So what I do now, even though I've got my badges, I'm into my own company, my own business. So I'm doing well. I'm doing really well.
All right, so you have your coach's badge. Now, why don't you want to go into coaching? Or why are you not yet a coach?
I'm a very good coach. I did my coach's badges in the UK. I came, top of my class with some top ex-players. But I'm more of a office kind of guy. I'm more of a administrator, but I don't mind passing experience to players. I'm more of a defensive kind of coach. But yeah, coach is not my thing. I'm more into the administrative side of football to pass knowledge to make sure football goes well.
All right, so you prefer the administrative side of football. So based on that side now, what are the things you are doing presently in terms of administration?
I work closely with the Delta State government, the sport commissioner in Delta State, in sport development. So I'm doing really, really well. I managed to work a little bit with the Lagos, sport as well. So I bring back lots of experience, lots of knowledge that I've gained for 20 years that I've been in the UK. But right now, I really work closely with Delta State FA and the Sport Commission, and I've been to a few sport festivals. So I give back to my state.
All right, that's a good one from you. At least they're enjoying your presence and, of course, your experience from the game of football. So how did you feel when you got your Super Eagles call-up? Because that's the dream of most footballers. Most of them want to play for their country. And why didn't you play for England, where you were born? Why did you choose to play for Nigeria? And how did you feel when you got a call-up for the Super Eagles?
Yeah, I was born in London, but I grew up in Nigeria, so forget how they talk. I'm a proper So coming back to England, people in England didn't know that I was proper Niger. So I got the chance to play for England. I went to play for Brentford. But the only one thing I wanted to do was play for Nigeria, because I saw my brother play for Nigeria. I was in camp with him for so many years. So playing for Nigeria was my dream come true. So first got the call. I think I was playing for Brentford in the championship in England, and I got player of the season. At that time, it was normal, every player want to play for the country. But when you think about it now, it's a big deal. But yeah, I was so pleased to have played for Nigeria. My first game didn't go well, but I went on to play so many good games for Nigeria.
All right, you played with the likes of Kanu Wako, you played with the likes of JJ Okocha. How did you feel when you got to the Super Eagles camp, seeing these big players who have made a name in Nigerian football? How did you feel? Did you feel inferior? Did you just blend with them from the first point?
Hey, come on now! I got me worried. The inferiority doesn't come in. But hey, you will know how good they are until you train with them, you play with them. They're world-class players. But at the same time, I was doing well myself. I was doing pretty well myself. Playing for a good club, playing in England. it helped me out because I knew them in London before I came to the camp. So I knew the Kanus, the Shitus. So I knew all of them, the Mikels, Okocha. So I knew them before I came in. So it was normal to me. But when it comes to talent, you can tell they're top players. But I was pretty good myself, so I could hold myself.
All right, so okay, let's talk about one very, very serious issue that came up in the course of your career. There was an issue of a match fixing scandal in which you were accused of fixing a game, like you purposely got a red card just for another team to win. Can you put us in the know what happened exactly? Can you tell Nigerians what happened exactly? Were you truly involved in the match fixing?
Yeah, I'm happy you used the word scandal because it was a scandal. But when you're a young black man living doing well, you have to be careful. It's been a long time now. It's 2013. But I'll make it easy for you. You know, you're asking the question if I did it or not. There was a video that came out which was really publicized, and every channel took the video. CNN, BBC, you guys. There was two people in the video, and one of them was me, who was a criminal, and the other one was a journalist. But one went to prison, and the other one didn't go to prison. So that says a lot. So there's not so much I can talk about it, but I'm happy that it happened because it will make people realize what can happen. It comes with the game. It comes with fame. I've never fixed a game before. If you see me play, I play with my heart in my sleeve. I put in the tackle. I get sent off every time anyway. So, but when they try to set you up, it was a setup, and I was lucky enough to have succeeded in winning the case, got damage repair. So I'm buzzing. I'm laughing. But yeah, I never set up a game, and I'm happy that it went.
All right, good. Anybody that goes into contest with a worry boy self, you should know that a worry boy know they carry last. So they will lose, you will win. All right, a good one there. All right, in the course of a career, can you tell me the high points of a career and, of course, the low points of your career?
Being a footballer, I'm being, growing up in Warri, coming from Warri to get to my level of football, playing for my country, playing in the Premier League. I don't think there's any low point because the low point is always high point because just imagine playing in Warri and using bare feet, scoring they play for England, having everything. There's no low points. But the high point will probably be when I first signed my professional contract and when I played in the Premier League and when I first played for my country. So there's a lot of high points. I'm blessed. I'm lucky. I'm a lucky guy, man. So let's be that way. I've had lots of high points.
All right, that's a good one. Okay, what's your advice to footballers? I know you have an organization that is aimed at advising sportsmen or footballers, different sports, as they go into retirement. Yeah. What's your advice? This is a TV program now, and most of them are watching you. What's your advice to sportsmen as they round off their career and get into retirement?
Yeah, I've got like a hashtag called Life After Sport, which is very important. You're calling me now. When you're playing, you have a lot of people around you, and I have to say, the fair thing to do as an ex-international or retirement, you have to accept that football is over, because it's not easy. I'm not sure you played before, but it's hard to explain to you how hard it is for life after sport. It's very hard, very, very hard to integrate back into the society. But the first thing you have to do is accept that football is finished and try and leave that part of and continue doing something. When I mean education is key, because education is so key, but not just being a graduate. Education means you might have a handbook or something to do or something to fall back to, and that's what you have to do. And make sure you get the right people around you. Life after sport is very hard. Just to myself and the ex-players will understand what I'm talking about, because people like you guys, the society don't allow us back in by being normal. But yeah, I'm really pushing it to help ex-players, people that want to retire, by advising them. Education is very key.
On a final note, Sam, what team do you support in the English Premier League?
It's funny enough because I know there's some Chelsea fans and some Premier League fans in your studio. But I'll break your heart. I don't support a team. But I don't support any team. I'm not even a football fan.
No, you must. Out of
love.
the top teams, you should have a team that's close to your heart.
I don't.
You don't.
I play for 10 clubs. I play for
You
so
don't
many
have
clubs. You know. But I'm a London boy, so I'm a London boy. I hope the London team do well. The Arsenal, the West Ham, the Chelsea.
You mentioned
the
Arsenal
Chelsea.
first.
So as long you know what I mean.
Because I got some Chelsea. I got some Chelsea fans in the studio here. So they don't roast you.
I know, but I don't support any team. I don't really support any team. I'm more of a football man. I know my football, but you guys, I leave it to you guys to support clubs. And I'm a London boy, so any London team that does well, I'm happy.
All right, from Warri to London. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
Sam,
you
thank you. It's been a wonderful time. Hopefully, when we bring you next time, you would gladly oblige us your presence. Thank you for doing this with us this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
All right, stay safe.
Say hi to Go Getter as well.
All right, he's listening to you. All right, thank you very much.
Good.
All right, that was a bit with Sam Sodje, all the way from London. Yes, say hi to Go Getter. Go Getter.